tonight I'll just tell a little story. Has anyone here been scared, like physically scared? Give us a clap.
Yeah!
Like really, really scared. I have a story from a few years ago. It was a time back in Ireland. It was a November evening, a little bit like tonight. It was dark, it was wet, it was rainy. And I was driving home from work. Driving along my little car. It's my first little car, and I'm so proud of my little car. And then, suddenly, the lights went out, and a couple of hours later, which I didn't know about a couple of hours, I woke up in an ambulance, and stretchered out. What had happened? I found out the story later. There was two Irish policemen standing outside an Irish police station, having a smoke. Not Americans, they don't eat donuts in Ireland, they were having their smoke. And so the Irish policemen suddenly heard a big bang, and then they heard a car accelerate, and they heard the revs go high, 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 and then they saw this car coming towards the fence of the police station. Then they saw the car go up the fence of the police station, into the air, landed in the middle of the police station, hit a lamp and stopped. Now, in Ireland, they thought, well, this is probably just a couple of joyriders. They've stuck a concrete block on the on the gas pedal, and they've just set it at the police station, because this is what we do in Ireland, and we're annoyed with police, is we just point cars at the police station for a bit of fun. But they went over to the car, and then they realised there was somebody in the car. There was something on the car. There was a horse on the car. And there was blood everywhere, and hair everywhere, all over the top of the car. And then they looked inside and they said, there's a person inside the car. It was me, in my suit, in my tie, covered in blood, covered in glass, like so, inside in a little tin box. The police the police called the police, yes, the police called the police. The police called the fire brigade, they called my mother. My mother was hysterical, she came over. My father had died the previous month, she was thinking, Jesus, another catastrophe for the family. She was hysterical, the police, the fire brigade came, they said, Jesus, whoever's in that car is dead. The fire brigade were cutting me out of the car. It took half an hour. Eventually, I was taken out of the car, unconscious. And they're like, but into the ambulance, and in the ambulance, I started to wake up. What's going on? Back unconscious, woke up an hour or two later in the hospital. What's going on? Back asleep. The following day, I looked at the mirror. That wasn't the scary moment. I looked in the mirror and I had a couple of scratches and bruises, and my face was cut and blood. And the next day I was released from the hospital, so there was nothing too serious wrong with me. But I was like, it's only a car accident, it's grand, it's fine, hey, it's cool, we do these things, we have all these things, I was only 23 at the time. So I was brave, full of the blah blah. And a few days later, I went to visit the car. The car had been taken to a junkyard and it was going to be scrapped off. And when I saw that car, I had heard about what happened with the car, but when I saw the car, this was my beauty. This was a Nissan Sentra. I was proud of my blue car. When I saw that car, the car should be so high. This car was so high.
Whoa.
The whole roof of the car was completely flattened and at the same height as the bonnet of the car. When I saw that car, I went, oh shit. That's when I got scared. And that's when I realised how close it was for me that day.